Welcome to Doodle Club. So this is Doodle Club. Nothing fancy, nothing finished, don't need special materials. You don't need to be good at drawing. Just make a few marks. And this is what we're going to do. So this is a little doodle page that I've just been playing with, and I'm just going to show you how I start. And I really hope you're going to enjoy it. Hello and welcome to the first Doodle Club of the new year. Oh my goodness, I think that January should be a time of playful exploration. So none of this perfectionist stuff. It's about us being able to try out new things, maybe new pencils that we've received, or those watercolour paints that have been in the drawer for about 5 years. And you need to get them out and start playing with them. So that is exactly what we are going to be doing in this week's Doodle Club. Welcome if you are new. My name is Cate Field. I release art tutorials every Monday and Friday, and a little wandering in the middle of the week that you might like to join me for. And I am so pleased that you're here. Welcome back. All you lovely people who keep turning up week after week. I'm honestly just blown away by you, because you are just wonderful. And welcome if you are new. Huge welcome if you are new. You are not going to need very much for today's Doodle Club. And enough of me waffling on, because we just need to get going. Let's go. Well, I do hope you are well. Oh my goodness, Christmas and New Year were just wonderful, really wonderful, but sometimes it can be a little bit chaotic. My theme for January is you're allowed to start badly. I'm thinking this is quite a good thing to do, because sometimes we can be a little bit precious about what we're doing, or a little bit nervous just to even start. So I'm going to be using a ballpoint pen, a pencil, my fountain pen, and a Sharpie, and probably another fine liner pen. Yes, I've got it here. Fine liner pen. And what we're going to do today is make lines. And it's just a fantastic way to start. I'm working in my sketchbook. I'm going to work on a double page. You work on whatever you want. Now, I am actually going to be adding a little bit of water to this page, so it has a bit of substance. If you are just going to be using pencil, then you don't need to have very thick paper at all. We have our blank page here, don't we? And it's just like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So what we're going to do is to just draw some lines. Just start anywhere you like and just start to move your pencil across the pages and just let it flow. So we are starting off with some quite organic flowing lines. We are going to change direction. We're moving across the page. We're not thinking about it too much. Actually, we're not thinking about it at all. And those of you who have followed me for some time will know that when I am talking and drawing and writing at the same time, things can go wrong, and that's okay. So I'm just sort of filling in the page, doodling across the whole thing, just in one continuous line until I get to the other end. So, and there we are. That's our first stage. And this is what is so lovely about line. We can just start at any point. I'm going to go off the page there and off the page there. I'm going to continue with my pencil, and I'm just going to take a space, and I'm going to do some more lines within the space. Now you could go straight in with colouring pencils here if you want to. I'm going to keep a little bit of a black and white and grey theme at the moment. We've had some very interesting weather. We had a very heavy frost last night, so woke up with ice all over the car, all over the street, so that was quite interesting. It was about -1, I think, so not like crazy cold that I know some of you are experiencing. And obviously, if you are in the southern hemisphere, you are in glorious summer. So just putting some lines across there. I'm now going to switch to a fine liner pen. I'm going to do some more lines, some dashes. And this is all we're going to do today. We're just going to play with trying out. Perhaps you could try out some new pens. Perhaps you've got some new pens for Christmas and you haven't used them yet. This would be quite a good way to try out all of the colours. That would be fun, wouldn't it? That would be great fun. And one of the things I did in my art class this morning, so I teach a class every Friday morning, and I'm recording this on Friday afternoon for you, for Monday Doodle Club. And what we did was I encouraged people to try out colours that they hadn't used before, or they don't use very often. We were using watercolours and we had great fun. We didn't actually do a great deal of artwork because we were all catching up. So there was a lot of chatting going on, but how lovely was that? And you could do like a spiral. I'm just filling the spaces and just putting in various different ideas and just playing with these. Now, you might think that this is a complete waste of time, and I know that there are a few people who do think like that, and I am not the art teacher for them, and that's absolutely fine. But for me, I know that when I'm teaching absolute beginners, when I'm teaching small children, when I'm teaching my teenage students, sometimes we need to allow ourselves to play and to give ourselves permission, really. And I've lost count of the amount of times I've heard people tell me that they are no good at drawing, they're no good at art, and it's not true. And it's when we allow ourselves to play and to see what the materials do, because this is the thing, you can't expect to be really good unless you practice, and the way you can practice is through play. And when we doodle and try out different ideas, there'll be an idea that you think, oh, I really like that. I really like that little bit. I wonder what would happen if I did whatever. And that is the sort of question I love hearing from my students. And I do think of you as my students. So I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind. I would love to know how you're getting on, or those of you who've been doing like the challenges and the adventures. If you want to share your work in the Facebook group, that would be lovely. So we have 2 Facebook groups. We've got Friday Art and Doodle Club, which is for everybody and anybody who wants to just kind of share their creative journey and to encourage other people. And we've got Open Studio, which is for anyone who's doing any of the courses, either on my Patreon or on YouTube. So there's quite a few courses now that you can do for free on YouTube. But if you want to take your work to another level, then there is the Patreon. And thank you so much, all my Patreon members. I honestly could not do all the things I do without your support. Huge thanks for you. But you don't feel that you have to do that. You absolutely don't. I've got lots and lots of freebies and lots of free tutorials for you to join in. Anyway, you can see that I'm just doodling this quite randomly, which is fun. And I am going to add a bit of colour. I was thinking I would just do this black and white, but as often happens, when you start doing something, you think, oh, actually I could do that. Give yourself permission to change your mind. I thought it might be quite good to use some colouring pencils. So I'm going to just, again, I'm keeping quite neutral colours. I'm just going to do a bit of shading in some of the space, some of these spaces. Sort of see see how that goes. When you're doing this sort of thing, it's quite nice to perhaps listen to some music or a podcast, or perhaps just to have absolute peace and quiet. I do a bit of both. I like to listen to some music sometimes, or I will listen to a story, something like that. But we are all different, and you need to find your own sort of routine, really, and the things that help you to develop your own creative practice. This is one of the things that I teach. I do have a few coaching clients. I don't do very many because it's quite exhausting, and I take it very, very seriously, and I really want to help people, which is nice. And one of the things that we talk about is this idea of space and time, because they are the trickiest things. You know, if you have a family and you've got things that you have to do and children to look after or grandchildren to look after, you can't just drop everything and go to the studio and create. And I didn't have a studio for a very long time, and so I was drawing and painting on my kitchen table, which meant it all had to be cleared away so that we could have dinner. And that might well be for you as well. But I did make sure that I gave myself a little bit of time, because I knew that it was important. It was really, really important. So maybe that's one of your New Year's resolutions, is to give yourself time to create every day. I think every day is quite challenging, but you could say that you're going to create 3 or 4 times a week, and that's a little bit more manageable. And if you can leave some of your stuff out, that I think can be very helpful. But I know that that's not always possible. I'm just playing with this. I don't know where it's going, and that's not the point. I'm just trying some things out. I like working in a sketchbook. I've said this many times, and those of you who've watched me for a long time will know, when I work in a sketchbook, I have all my ideas together. I work in various sketchbooks, and I refer back to them over and over again, because when I'm doodling like this, ideas will start to flow, and they will for you as well. And you might want to take an idea and develop it a little bit further. And if everything is just on scraps of paper, I think that's more difficult. Whereas if you can organise your work, then it will make it easier for you. And if you were one of my art students, for example, then I would be getting you to annotate your work and date the work and kind of write comments about it and things like that, so that you can come back and think, oh yeah, I remember doing that. I can develop that one a little bit further. So give yourself time and make sure that it works for you. So what I'm going to be doing for the whole of January, actually, is this whole idea of just turn up and create. Don't worry about finishing anything. Don't worry if you think that you're no good at drawing. This is really not the point. The point is to try out things perhaps you've never done before, to give it a go. And then if you feel brave enough to share your work, you can do that on the Facebook group, which would be really nice, because we are such a friendly group. Such a friendly group. So I'm just going to putting in some ideas. I'm going to carry on doodling with this. I am going to put a bit of watercolour paint, I think, on this side. I might do that in a moment. I'm going to do a few more, and then we will come back and I'll show you what I do next. I've been doing a few more doodles, a few more mark making. I've been using my fountain pen, And I know that if I add water to this, then it will all spread out like it has done on that one. But what I'm doing is sort of taking some of these spaces and then putting in some lines and some marks and then just seeing what happens. On this page I've put in some space for the watercolours. I'm just leaving that to dry before I put some marks over there as well. But you can see how this is coming along. And some of it will look a complete mess and some of it will look quite fun and good. And that is the whole point. You know, the whole point is for you to just try some things out and that kind of, oh, I wonder what that colour would look like next to that colour, or I wonder how this pen will work on top of watercolour paint or a felt tip pen or something like that. You know, I really do encourage you to try out something perhaps that you haven't done before. That little scribbly line in there. And so I'll show you with this ink, I'll just show you what happens when you add water, because it would just all, can you see, it just all goes like that, which is a really nice effect. But if that's not what you want, then you need to make sure that the pen that you use is colour fast, or you could use like a ballpoint pen, because the ink in a ballpoint pen won't bleed everywhere. But I quite like that. But if you think, no, that's too much, you can just get a bit of a tissue and dab it, and then you've just got some other bits of texture going on here. Right, I'm just going to do something on here. The other thing you could do is use a Sharpie pen, because once the ink on a Sharpie pen has dried, that will also be completely colour fast. And it doesn't matter if you go over what you've done before or changed your mind. That really doesn't matter. You can do more marks and crosses, something like that. And you can paint over the top of these sorts of marks as well. I'm just going to go do a few more here. I will have a bit of a play and then I will come back and just see what I've done at the end. Just a few. I do like dots. Dots are great fun. But you could do a whole colourful page using felt tip pens, colouring pencils, crayons, markers, you know, all sorts of things. Just allow yourself to play. As I say all the time, I know I do repeat myself a little bit, but I'm sure you will forgive me, because I do just want to encourage you to do that. I'm just going to put a few more dots. Then I might add some colouring pencil. So over the top of that, yeah, you could do some colouring pencil. You could practice doing your tones, putting one colour on top of another, going from dark to light, all of these sorts of things. And then just see where that might take you. So I'm going to do maybe 5 or 10 minutes more on this, and then we'll come to the end. Well, this has all got a little bit chaotic, actually, hasn't it? But I've really enjoyed doing some more marks with my fine liner pen, with my ballpoint pen. I've done some shading and some tone in some of these spaces with a colouring pencil. And I would just encourage you to do the similar sort of thing. Remember, we're not trying to create anything that's finished or polished or anything like that. What we are doing here, the whole point of this, is that you are picking up a pen or a pencil or a paintbrush and you're making a mark, and that mark is just for the pure enjoyment of it, and it might lead somewhere, but it doesn't matter if it just stays exactly as it is. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this first Doodle Club of the new year. And if you'd like to see some more, look at this one up here, because I think you're going to like it. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.